Hey guys, what's going on? This is Stomach Grumbles. You're watching Stomach TV. I'm bringing you a gameplay / commentary on the map Meltdown using the Ballista. I go 21-4. I get a Warthog. It's a really good gameplay. I hope you enjoy it. I get a little campy in the middle with an assault rifle going for that Warthog, but I think the sniping is on par except for the no scopes, which aren't very good. You'll see some really bad no scope attempts, but I go battlefield on these guys, pull out my secondary, and do work with it. So the topic today is my time in the military, and then at the end I'm going to give a little thanks to a buddy of mine who's been helping me out. Now, my time in the military was very precious to me, and yes, I was. I was in the United States Army for 8 years, and it was a great time. Not without its downside, which was the fact that I had a huge family and I was gone a lot for training exercises, and I deployed overseas for a year, and all around I was gone for about a year and 6 months during that time, which was really rough. Now, had I been a young single guy, no kids, no wife, that sort of thing, the military would have been the pinnacle of anything I've done in my entire life. But because those things, I had those things, those were the pinnacle, the pinnacle things that I had done in my life, and so I, have to give it up to my kids before I give it up to the military. Anyways, great time in the military. I went to basic at Fort Huachuca, not Fort Huachuca, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, in Missouri, and it was a good time. Had really good drill sergeants, had a really good group of guys, and then a bunch of those guys had followed me to Arizona, where we did our AIT, or Advanced Individual Training, and that was just a blast. I mean, these core group of guys, when we actually were allowed to start going out, we went out and hung out and, became this really close-knit group, which you experience a ton in your life. Your pee-wee football team or soccer team, your middle school, and high school football teams. That's kind of how it feels like. You can punk on them, but nobody else punks on them. Kind of like your brother and sister, or your best friends. Nobody, you can mess with them, but nobody else can. And that's the relationship that you have. Not only that in the military, the things I've experienced being a veteran, and also, while I served, we're coming up to the generations before us. The greatest generation, all the World War II guys, guys who had served in Vietnam, who were, my two best friends' dads, getting to know them, not ever knowing them until I came back in that uniform for the first time, and they finally talked to me about their experiences. It's a fraternity with millions of people in it, and it's very exciting, and it basically just incredible. If you ever want to join, do it. You can get on 3-year plan, or a 3-year contract with the 8-year military overall obligation. So you could get pulled back, but most of your active duty time is fulfilled in 3 years. And go and live this life if you have any want. If you were kind of a warrior, or did martial arts, or just knew that you were willing to put your body on the line for other people, it's an amazing experience. And I really, or if you just want to serve your country or be part of something bigger than yourself, the military is an amazing opportunity. Your parents may not agree, you may not agree yourself, but the people that serve in it are extremely special. And that, again, the last thing I want to talk about is, like, they say something in the military, you all bleed green, which means those racial stereotypes and racial prejudices that are out there are pretty much null and void when it's you and another guy. Different colors, doesn't matter, but you're there in a foxhole, and you realize that you both bleed the same color, and you could both die, and it just kind of gives you a new view on life and those sorts of things. And if everybody could experience that, you'd know that that there would be hope in this world, and less of those things, those really terrible things that exist, especially in our community. So stop being racist, guys, online. Not my subscribers, but anybody else who might be racist online. stop it. Anyways, okay. Back to the other thing I wanted to cover, which was I wanted to give a little shout out to a buddy of mine, Jay Silver. He runs a blog. It's SNNTEC, and he also has a YouTube channel, SNNTEC. I'm going to put the stuff in the description. He covers tons of stuff as far as tech goes, and just, you know, different technologies, cell phones, computer thingies, I don't know, mices, and different hardware that you can get for your computer, like HD PVRs or Elgatos or stuff like that. He also does some gaming on his channel. So basically he covers everything that I don't, and because I snipe, I cover everything he doesn't. Anyways, so I wanted to say thank you. I could have started my own blog and done stuff like that, but he invited me into the fold over at SNNTEC, and we, you know, I've jumped in there and I post all my videos up to his blog, and it's been a good experience. And he's a really good guy. We're gonna do some dual comms coming up, and we'll post them on both channels. But check him out if you aren't already subscribed to him. He's on my front page. He's gonna be in the description of this. So, Jay, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. And the rest of you, remember, stay hungry, my friends.